Hello everybody, my name is Riley C14. Welcome back to another video. Alright. I really don't want to make this video. I really don't. Because I have so much problems with this already. Well, the topic is going to be about these masks. Alright, so you want to skip the video, go for it. It's not going to hurt me. I just need to get it out there. And maybe you guys can help me figure out another side to this, but I'm gonna say my stuff and what I think. And yeah, I want to see what everyone else thinks too. So if you're gonna get pissed off or anything like that, just click off. We don't need nasty comments. We don't need any of that crap. I really don't. I don't have time for that, to be honest. So yeah, so my point of view is I think masks are a waste of time, really. I don't think that helps anyone, really, because people are still getting sick no matter what. And I don't want to bring it up, but I guess I have to, because everyone doesn't understand the military's point of view and all that stuff, which I've went through it, obviously. Navy right here. Don't want to pull it, but I have to. But I do want to make another point. I've heard a lot about this when, like, even before I was trying to go to boot camp. There's this thing where, well, it's not a thing, but there's this army guy. I can't remember his name. It was a long time ago when I watched the video, but the biggest thing that he told me that the military did not want him to do or anything like that was touch his face at all. Because if you touch something like a bed or something like that, then you can, and you start to get itchy, all those germs you just got on you already. So if you have a mask and constantly fidgeting with it like I do every gosh dang freaking day and everything like that, especially if you wear glasses. Where are my glasses at? Right here. Especially if you wear glasses, like, I sweat, obviously. That's human nature. I always gotta keep on putting my mask back up. I'm always like yawning, like, I'm pulling it back up and stuff like that. I'm touching my face. Like, I'm touching my face no matter what, because I'm always trying to readjust it. And yeah, sometimes you don't need to readjust it, but you're gonna touch your face no matter what. Even with gloves. Like, the gloves don't help at all. I don't know why people put on gloves anyways. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's not like you're still gonna touch everything. I'm just saying. Okay, now boot camp experience. All right, let's get this out of the way, because people don't know anything about this. All right, or if you do, then all right. Anyways, this topic just pisses me off a lot, because people just don't understand why. Like, I don't understand why people are for masks. They don't do anything. CDC says they do. I talked to my brother. I talked to my dad. They're pretty good in the field and expertise and all that stuff. My dad is literally a doctor, and even he says this stuff doesn't really entirely work. And I just read an article saying about the particles in the air cover like 25% of what's going into your lungs and stuff like that of bacteria. That's what it was. That's honestly, that's not much, if I'm being honest. So yeah, anyways, and especially for kids, like, oh my lord, like, kids constantly touching their face too. And I know adults do it a lot, because I've been in a lot of places with a lot of taxis and stuff like that. They're always constantly moving their mask or whatever. So they're already infected with whatever bacteria is in or on or anywhere near them, because they already touched their mask. So that means they need to get a new one and all that stuff. But Who wants to spend that much money on these stupid masks that don't work anyways? Again, tell me what your opinion is down in the comments. I want to understand why you guys, like people that are for masks, I want to understand why you guys are for masks if they do not work and people still get the COVID anyways, right? Okay. Now, boot camp experience. Here we go. All right. What happens is a lot in boot camp, all right? People still got sick. And you know what we did? The first thing that we got to boot camp, and we had to wear our masks still, and I was wearing a surgical mask, stuff like that. The very first thing we did, we went to a room after we got processed for our weight and stuff like that. We put on our masks. I was like, cool. All right, whatever. I hate these things, but whatever. We put on our masks. Yep. Made us change out the ones we were having, changed it out, all that stuff. Put on white masks that were like 3 freaking layers of wool or whatever it was. I don't know what the heck it was, but it was something. I don't have one. I threw them all away because they were nasty. They were turning green, stuff like that. That happens when you wash it 1,000 times and you wear it 1,000 times in boot camp. I was in for 3.5 months because I got sick halfway through. Wasn't COVID, it was pneumonia. Big difference. So, anyways, by the way, I took like 3 tests while I was in boot camp. One, Fort McCoy. We had to stay in Fort McCoy for a little bit. Well, it was more like a month, but anyways, I was there for 4 weeks, through most of December, if not all of December. I don't know, the days blended in so well, so I didn't know what honestly day it was. So anyways, so we went for McCoy. People still got sick. Now I do understand that it's it was because that we came in from different places and stuff like that. Yes, I understand. People still got sick though, no matter what. We had our masks on 24 freaking 7 unless we were sleeping, or I will admit, we would take it off when our instructor wasn't there. I'll admit that. That's possible. But now let's get into the boot camp part, all right? We went to boot camp. We could never, ever take that stupid thing off, ever, unless we were PTing, physical training, doing PR tests, running, push-ups, anything like that, until they changed it. I will get into that later, though. So anyways, that is the only time that we could have taken off our masks. Anytime after that, or before that, or during that, or whatever, we had to have our masks on. Okay, maybe not during, belay that last. But we had to wear our masks. Okay, yeah, cool with me. And while eating and drinking, of course, that's a given. I don't feel like I had to say that, but I feel like I have to say that anyways, just because you have those people might be smart about it, like, typing down in the comments, stuff like that. So, anyways, yes, people were still getting sick in boot camp. Flat out, we were still getting sick in boot camp. I've had, my first division, I don't know what it was. I had to get rolled back, so I was in 2 divisions. My first division, I don't know how many people honestly got sick. I don't think anyone got sick. Got rolled back like I did. Mine was bad. I had to get rolled out because I had pneumonia. I couldn't breathe hardly and stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, people were still getting sick in boot camp. Yet we were wearing our mask a lot. And we washed our hands 1,000 times because our chief told us to, or petty officers or whatever. They told us to wash our hands, sanitize, anything, and all the above. And then one day, it happened. We were still cleaning. We were still doing stuff like that. Mask up all the time, mind you. And we had 6 to 8 people get rolled out of my second division, due to COVID. They pop positive, and the other people pop positive, and it started a chain reaction. It's called Ring of Fire. Don't know if you know about it, but let's say I get sick, and the person in my rack above me isn't sick, but I pop positive. He's out, and then they check the people over here, up here, and down here, and same thing on the other side, up here and down there. If any of those people pop positive, it starts the other side again. And if one of them goes, then it starts another reaction over in the next rack, and then the other reaction on the next rack, and so forth and so on until they see a negative, and then they stop what they are doing. Those people still have to quarantine even though they weren't sick or anything like that. So I lost 8 good buddies of mine in my second division because COVID. And yet they still were wearing their masks. Some were even wearing their masks when they were sleeping and stuff like that. I never did because I like to breathe. Personally, I like to breathe because it's hard to breathe with that mask on. But hey, that's only my opinion. What do I know? So, anyways, yeah, I'm just trying to understand why people are so pro against masks and stuff like that when a lot of my guys in my boot camp experience were still getting Ring of Fire even though we were wearing our masks. And the stupid part was, towards the end, when I was about to graduate with 2 weeks out, someone had the great idea of working out in your masks. Someone down the hall or something like that had a good idea. Well, had a good idea. So stupid. It pissed me off so much. If you don't want to breathe during a workout and you're already like fat enough like I am and you're already having troubles enough, put on a mask. That's literally how our experience was. Like, yeah, I was a lot more fit than I am right now, but still, put on a mask. See what happens. I dare you. Won't be able to breathe much. That's for dang sure. Even when we were doing like, we never did it while we were running. Because there was a Marine that Marines were told to run even with masks on, from what I understand. Because one of my buddies, his sister platoon or something like that, whatever the Marines call it, I don't remember what it was, but they said that the Marine passed out because he was wearing his mask while he was running. Oh, no way, go figure. Someone running with a mask on and can't breathe and passes out? Whoa, go figure, wow. Crazy, isn't it? So, just tell me exactly what's going on with all this stuff, because it doesn't make a lick of sense to me that people are for masks whatsoever. And plus, we're doing 6 feet distancing on top of that, or they want us to. But yet in boot camp, how we had to do it was 6 feet. But wait, you got to get close. You got to get closer to that. No, not to butt, basically. That's literally what the military was. They would always constantly be saying that. Well, they would always say, heel the toes. But we all knew what they really meant because the military, I don't want to get into that part because that's another topic. But anyways, so yeah, we had to get very, 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 very close to each other and basically spreading germs and stuff like that. So I'm all for getting close to brothers and stuff like that, just not in the head or what do you got, restrooms, showers, whatever you want to call it. That stuff, no, that's too weird for me, but the military has to do it. You're not going to get an individual shower. I understand. Yeah, I just always looked up while I was showering. And that's literally my experience. So, yeah, I'm just trying to understand, like, these masks don't work. Obviously, because people still getting sick. And still getting sick. And I don't want to mention anything about this shot or anything like that, because that is another story alone also. I do not have time to deal with that shot stuff, because yeah, it's gonna get too religious, and I don't think anyone could really handle it per se, unless you can. That's a different story. All I'm gonna say is God made us to take on any virus. Yes, people have died. I understand. I do. People have died because their immune system is a little bit weaker than some other people's. I get it. But all in all, I hate to say this. I really do. I don't want to say it. But maybe God wanted them out for a specific reason. That's why he let them go. I could be wrong. I really could. Believe me, I'm not God. I never talked to him. Well, I talked to him, but he doesn't talk to me about that stuff. So I could be totally wrong, but that's the way I see it. If he took me out from with a virus or something like that, I'd be like, well, I can't do anything because he wanted me to be gone. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I just know our time is up sooner than we imagine most of the time. So they're in a lot better place, believe me. They are, because this place, it's going downhill real quick. And everyone that is patriotic knows that. So back on the actual topic, just let me know what exactly is going on with these masks, because I'm trying to understand, and yet it seems like even the CDC doesn't entirely know, in my opinion. This is all my opinion. I'm throwing it out there so I can get feedback to see what the heck is going on. So unsubscribe, subscribe. I'm cool with ever. Like I mentioned before, I'm trying to get people to laugh and stuff like that on my channel. I'm not trying to grow like Markiplier, PewDiePie, or anything like that. If I get that high, that's awesome. I love all of you guys for me getting there. I love all you guys regardless anyways, because everyone's brothers and sisters with me. But it's just this pandemic and masks and requirements and stuff like that, it's just pissing me off. I just don't understand what is wrong with it. So this video has gone on way longer than it should have, and I apologize, because I highly doubt any of you guys will watch the entire thing. But if you guys have any questions or anything like that about my boot camp experience, or what I do as a job, or masks, or what happened in boot camp and stuff like that with the masks, I'll be happy to go more in depth with it. Just, I don't think you guys want to hear my boot camp experience, because it's really not a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna end it here. It's gone on a lot longer than I thought it should have. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Please subscribe and like and comment. Please, for the love of God, comment, because I want to know what the heck you guys think. So thanks everybody so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that video may come out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.